All right, we're live. Okay. We are live. Okay, so I am making the Frankie travel tote or travel tote bag or whatever you want to call it by Swoon Patterns. I'm going to attach my charging cord just in case. It shouldn't take too long. It's not a very complicated pattern, so that's good. So I've got my, I didn't have fleece, so I'm using 2 layers of batting. And I've got plenty of that. So I've got that cut out. I've got my interfacing, my base, and my lining for the base. And then these are going to be the strap connectors, possibly. I'm going to see how that goes because I'm not sure about that. But we shall see. Here are my handles. And then this is the body and the lining pieces, and the side exterior and lining pieces. For the little flap, I didn't want to do the whole reversible thing. I think that was going to be too much. So we'll figure out this when we get to it. All right. And then possibly strap connectors, like with the connector that I think like covers it. I think it's what's pretty much it says to do. So I've got all that. Let me do. The only thing I didn't do was change my thread. Didn't change my thread. Burgundy will not go with it. Luna baby, what are you doing, honey? What is it? No chewing on my chair. No, we don't chew on my chair. Okay, great. Hi! It's canvas. The blue one is canvas. Hello, Patty. Hi, Amber. How's everybody doing? Yes, so that is, it's waterproof canvas. And then for my, the straps are vinyl. The base is vinyl. The pocket little piece is going to be vinyl. Strap connectors are going to be vinyl. But everything else is going to be either waterproof canvas or a broadcloth, cotton broadcloth for the lining. I wanted to kind of keep it light. I don't want to have to carry anything too heavy. Oh, good. You're enjoying a quiet evening. That's good. Okay, so here, let me get my thread. Hey, babies. I was like, oh, that's the only thing I didn't get. Oh. I might have to do another bobbin, but I'll worry about that later. Okay. I gotta like step over Luna because she's like right there having a 3-day grading marathon as well as midterms. Oh, Patty. Is that for the nurses? The nurses you're teaching? Yeah. That's some thread, yes. Yeah. At least you have that big spool thread. Six classes tonight. Oh, goodness. Is it online? I think you said you did it online, right? goodness. All right, don't mind me today. I am dressed for casual. Okay, so that's not the same. That's fine. How big is the thread? This one's that. So Amber, it's just a big spool of thread. You usually get that from like this one's from Saya Swag. Color Navy Seal. It's 3,000 yards. So Saya Swag has text 40 and then text 70. Text 70 is for thicker things. Text 40 is not as thick. So that's what I'm using right now is a text 40. That's right. Oh yeah, that is a lot of classes. 6 for one night. Oh. I don't know how you do it. Do not know how you do it. Okay, so I'm going to mark the center of my handles. And then I'll tape them. Yes, way wax thread is also good. Bonded nylon. Yes, bonded nylon. So you can get it at Waywack or you can get it at Saya Swag. The navy one that I have came with like a big box set that I had done last year. And that color went perfectly with it. So I bought it wholesale from her. So I have a lot of that blue thread. Like a lot. Yeah. It's a lot. Is she trying to go outside?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
I think she hears somebody.
Good girl.
Don't lock it.
I'd unlock it. It's not like I'm locking her outside.
I want to sell some. I could use some. Oh, sure. I can sell you some thread. I don't care. That's the only color I have, though. All I have is a navy seal color in text 40. So it's better for lighter weight things like canvas and cottons. But it's still bonded. Patty said, hi, Sierra.
Hi, Patty.
Yeah, she had some very interesting lipstick today.
It's Halloween.
It is Halloween. I love it, but your brother is like, what is that? It's like a very dark plum.
Black.
It's almost black, but it's more plum. But it's, you could tell that it has plum tones in it. But he's like, I don't like it. Sierra, she's back, baby.
He doesn't like anything to wear.
I know. He doesn't like anything to wear.
Hi, baby. Come on. Good girl.
I wonder if she heard Daddy come in. I don't think he's here yet. Hey!
What was that?
She wants to play.
Sure. You don't have to do that, though. Come on.
Calm your little booty down. Ugh. Luna. Luna. Okay. So I think this is going to be a really nice day bag. She probably wants to play like fetch or something. She's been pretty idle all day. Maybe put some snacks or something or food inside her little ball thing so she can run around and play and get the food out of the ball. Oh, your little dog's asleep on your feet. Yeah. She was right here for like 5 minutes. Oh, here she comes with her pig. You got your piggy? You see her trying to take your piggy? She's got a squeaking pig she loves. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. Now she's laying down again. She's like, nobody else will play with me. But that's not really true. Sierra does try to play with her. She just prefers me. I tell her all the time, I'm like, they'll play with you. I don't think she understands. Alright, so I'm just taking my time making the handles. It's a pretty straightforward pattern. That's what I love about Swoon. Very straightforward, classic look to the patterns, to their bags, and very easy to follow instructions with amazing colored diagrams and everything. I think I put the link to the place overseas that sells Swoon patterns now, the PDF patterns. And you can kind of sometimes get them on Etsy. But I like going directly to the source if I can. Like if the person doesn't have a regular website, all they have is Etsy, then that's fine. I'll go through there. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I see you guys. You see me, I see you. We got this. Right, babies? We got this? Yeah. And this is like a very generic marine vinyl. My husband's finally home. She hasn't seen him pretty much all day. Oh, she's getting excited. Let me close the door. Okay. Oh yeah, she's getting in trouble because she's jumping. We're really trying to teach her not to jump on people, especially when they walk into the house. You know, because grandma's elderly, and you know we don't want her doing that to grandma, so gotta teach her. It's okay to get excited, but just no jumping. Because like Luna's bigger than me. If she were to stand on her back paws and put her front paws on my shoulders, she's bigger than me. So she's a big girl. We don't want her hurting anybody. So Patty, do you have to like do all of the grading today? Okay, so we've got that one and that one. Those are done. Okay, so I remember I missed just cutting something out. It was a zipper thing. Now I remember. I have been grading since Monday as I can, but the reports are due tonight and students are furiously submitting work today. Yeah, like so everything's due today, so they're trying to turn everything in today because it's the last day to turn it in. Yeah, that would be me. For sure, that would be me. I'm trying to pull up the pattern. I'm trying to figure out where the zipper part is that I have to like do. Okay. Blap, blap, side panels, side connector. Oh. Okay, okay. All right, that's making sense. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what it is now. It's like a little clap thing that you do to like the bag cinches in. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. That's extra. That's extra. I don't want to be extra today. Okay. So let me do the strap connectors, and then I gotta do those possibly. I think that's, yeah. And then this little piece here, because this is what needs to go on the exterior of the bag. So let's work on these guys. So these are for the outside strap connectors, and then I need to do 4 of these. I didn't know for sure if I needed these or not because it didn't say cut 4 of them. So that's why I was like a little confused. I'm confused. Oh, I only need 1 inch on both of these. Yeah. Okay. As I look confused. Because these are strap covers. They're not connectors. They're covers. They cover the strap connector. They're not the strap connector. If that makes sense. Okay, so these are for the side. I'll do those in a second. Take these, mark everything towards my centers. I have no hardware. I'm thinking I'm going to do rainbow. Somewhere. Ooh, or I could do pink. Oh, choices. Oh, I've got so many choices now. Let's see what we got. what we got. I know I had a lot of fancy stuff. All right. Here we go. Patty sent me these. And these are what I'm going to use, Patty, because they go perfectly with it. Okay. So I use those. I love it when my scheming comes together. I have these longer than what the pattern calls for. But that's okay. Because I can always cut them down if I need to. Okay. Not gonna lie, gold would have looked nice too, but I like the blue. I'm all about blue. Because I don't have everything in gold. Because it's not usually one of my go-tos, like for myself bag making. I usually do antique brass or rainbow, or solid color. Because like I have the pink, I have the purple, I have the green. I don't think I have any black left, but I have the white, like the pearl white. I think this is going to be the best one. So the vinyl of this particular print that got ordered back on the 5th. So everybody submitted their orders by the 5th. I turned my order into the vendor on the 15th. And I've already gotten confirmation that it has been mailed out. So, yay. Yes, Luna. Are you trying to come back in here? Did you already get to see Daddy? Yeah, you got to see Daddy. Okay, let me let you in. Come in. Okay. Go. Move over. Thank you. Thank you for moving over. Let me get you guys just a little bit closer. Because she keeps coming in and out, and every time she does that, she gets closer and closer towards this camera, and I'm afraid she's going to knock it over. Because the door is like right behind the thing. Okay. Okie dokie. All right. So those connectors are done. Now I'm going to do my side connectors. I was like, where did I put my tape? Right there in front of me. No, Luna. I don't know why you keep doing that. Okay, so these are the side strap connectors for like the shoulder strap. So if you don't want to hold it by the handles, you can do it from the sides. Let's see if I have enough of those for that. Yes, perfect. Oh, awesome. So these will be for the side ones. Perfect. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. Okay, where's the other one here? Yes, my love.
Yeah, well, I need to do my foot.
I'm sorry?
I need to do my foot.
Okay.
I don't like my foot. What's in this?
Sorry. You gotta do it.
What's in this?
What's in what?
This.
I don't. Playing cards, maybe?
Oh.
Okay. Try to make sure they're the same size. Oh, that's gonna be perfect for like a little like to hold a keychain or something. That's cute. That's adorable. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Pretty good at eyeballing this stuff. So I was watching Tori's live today, and she got like this like nameplate kind of thing for your car, and it says, "I'm not the boss of you." I want to get one that says, "Tori made me do it." Peer pressure. Tori made me do it. So I guess I could do the inside little snappy things with these to kind of help cinch it together. Maybe. Okay, and then these would be the crossbodies connectors with this one. Awesome. Okay, this bag comes together really fast. This is the only thing I haven't done before. So this is the only thing I'm very like curious about. You know? Has anybody done the Frankie and made these connectors like this? I think one of her other patterns has these too, but I haven't made them. Okay, let me try one out and see if I like it before I commit like 100%. Okay. So this is going to be a last live for me for at least 3 or 4 weeks. The reason being is that I am going in for a surgical procedure tomorrow, and it's going to have me do that for a while. Like, I won't be able to drive for like 2 weeks. So I seriously doubt I'll be able to sit down and sew. So just because of that, you probably won't see me for a few weeks. I might like get on and be like, hey, what's up? Like with Tori or something if she goes on. But just to do a chat kind of thing, not necessarily actually sewing. And I'm moving. I'm moving into our new house. So yeah, there's that too. So because we're moving too, that's another thing. I have to set up. Do all that all over again. Ugh. Really not looking forward to it, but I am, if that makes sense. I am, but I'm not. I am, but I'm not. Just because I want to make sure everything's like where I want it to be and things like that. But then at the same time, okay, so I also want to just move in. Okay, so did that. Okay. Yeah, that'll be a little bit. It'll be okay. I'm just not sure if I'm liking this. It's a lot of work, and it still doesn't look like nice. Does that make sense? I don't know. The point is like, there you go. Should I do it? I guess. No, not gonna do it. Too much work. Little reward. Just put the straps on like I normally do. Let's just do that. Okay. So now we have that. And this piece here I'm gonna need to do. So I've got all my strap connectors done. I'm not doing the little cover overlay thing. That's just too much work. It's cute and all of it. It's vinyl. Like, why do I have to have a folded edge? I don't know. Okay. All right. So with this here, pretty sides touching, I'm going to clip it and sew it all the way around. I always put the lighter fabric against the bed of the sewing machine because if it's on the top, it kind of like pushes it. And that's not good. Okay, so I'm going to leave this entire part open. I'm going to sew all the way around. I'm going to turn it from here. And then I'm going to use a piece of vinyl to just cover it to make it look cute. Sorry, baby. Where'd my pinking shears go? Oh, there. I was like, where did they go? I know what happened. Okay. Pinking shears. Zigzag scissors. Whatever you want to call them. Okay. Okay, all the way around. I think Luna senses something's happening because she's been like very clingy. Okay, get my little turn. Really push out those curves. Okay, so I'm going to push the lining in, unless you want it to look like it has piping, but I don't. So I'm going to push it in. Right, so I'm just going to keep doing that all the way around, and what I'm doing is I'm just kind of making sure that the lining part is just folded, tucked in. I'm not rolling it farther than what it's sewn, it's just, that's the way it looks. But I'm not rolling it all the way. I'm rolling it just enough to be twisted down. There we go. Oh, it's gonna be so cute. Okay, so right here was like a little overdone. There was a little overdone. There was just a little bit overdone. Trying to make sure I'm not over pushing it in. Just a good amount. So I'm going to go ahead and top stitch and then top stitch across here. Ooh, no! I need to put a little magnet snap on this. Or do I? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Okay. Magnets, magnets, magnets. I'm going to use gold. Gold. Because I don't have blue magnets. And you're not going to be able to see it anyway, so. Gold and blue go very well together. Okay, so this goes there. Okay, piece. That does not look like it's centered. That is not centered. Good thing I didn't just do it from the pattern piece. Good God. Not have been good. I was like, that does not look centered. It wasn't. Actually, I'm going to bump it up just a little bit. I'm going to bump it to like right there. Okay. I'm going to use my silver marking pen so you guys can see. There you go. Can you guys see that a little bit better? You guys can't see much of what I'm doing. There. Hopefully that's better. Alright, so you guys can see that little mark right there. Take my washer. And then just do one, two. Just like that. I'm going to take this and just little snip. Okay. And this, the body part gets the any piece, the indentation one. Didn't quite get through the back layer on that one. Do it again. Boop, boop, got it. Right. Just like that. All right, so there's that part. Now I'm going to top stitch and close it off now that I don't have to worry about putting the magnet in, because I've already put the magnet in. All right, let's get stitching. Okay, so I got really close on this side, but it's okay. I'm not unpicking it. All right. Oh, so I'm gonna do the top too. What I can do is just put a little bias binding over it, and bam, Bob's your uncle. Okay. So I'm going to put that like this. Okay. Make sure I have enough on both sides. Oh, I do from the front. That's right. From the front to the back. Fold this over. Then push this back. It's looking cute. Okay. That's super cute. All right, so I'm going to take this clip out of the way, but hold it with my little holder, with my claw. It's the claw. Oh, that's so cute. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Super, super, super cute. So now we're going to do the flappy flap flap part. Where is it? Ah, here. Parts. Okay, so I didn't really follow the pattern instructions for this. So I want to do like my own like little flap design. I don't know if I want it to be, I think, yeah, I want it to be this way. Like, So, what I think I'm going to do is round off the corners, right? And just kind of make it go like that. All right, so fold that in half, clippy clip clip. This is improv at its best. Trying to see if that'll look cute. Yeah, that'll look cute. I'm just doing the vinyl piece because I can always do this when I do that. Oh yeah, that's better. I like that. Okay. Okay, so pretty sides touching. Okay. Gotta stitch all the way around, leaving the top open, just like last time. It's just a little smaller version of it. A little bitty part. Pinking shears, we're gonna go around. All the way around. Okay. Okay, so before I close the top, just like with the last time, I'm going to measure where I want my little magnet to go. Release the Kraken! As I look at Luna. Okay. And if you had your heat press on, you could always turn on the heat press and just warm it up really fast and then keep it moving. But I'm going to do my top stitch first, and then I'm going to put my magnet on. I'm not going to close this off here. Just for GP. Good practice. I'm going to leave that out because I'm going to need that for the magnet. I didn't change my stitch length. I was like, wait a minute, that's too small. Oh, so cute, so cute. It's a cute little pocket. Look at that. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Not too far down, not too far up. Oh, so it's going to go on this side, so I'm going to need to put a piece of interfacing on that. I just thought about that. Thanks for letting me know, because I completely forgot about that. We'll just get a little piece of Declaville Light. We're going to be taking off on the airplane soon. Too funny. Okay, so take this, trace around it, and then trim it a little bit more. Alright, now let's trim this down a little bit more so it fits in there really nicely. Yeah, that should fit in there really nice now. Okay, so let's tuck this in here. Obviously, this would have been easier if I would have interfaced this before I put it together. But it's okay. It's okay. Mistakes happen. We got this. We got this. We got this. Okay, so I did that one. What did I do with the Declaville? Did I drop it? I did. I dropped it. Oh, no, you don't. Come on. You're not getting me again. No, ma'am. Perfect. It dropped. I didn't do that one time and it burned my hand. Right there. I thought I can get it. Don't let it fool you. So I can't have anything to eat or drink after 10. like, you know, liquidy ones kind of thing. But I can. They have this shake thing that I need to have though. No, don't do that. I'm gonna ask my daughter to bring it to me so I can drink it. I could drink water. I'm so excited, and I cannot deny it. Do 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 do. I want you. I want you. I have no idea why I'm singing that. Okay. Like this, and like this, and like that, and then we do that. Okay. I think I did the whole big enough this time so that I can go through both. Yes, I did. Okay, do that. And now I can open that up. Oh, that looks so pretty. That looks so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, awesome. Great. Okay, so I'm going to do the top like I did with this piece. And then that's also what's going to go on the bag. And I really think this is like it when it comes to like extra details of the bag. The rest of it is just constructing it. So I'm not doing a cargo. I'm not doing a pocket in the inside with like the elastic. I'm not doing that. I just need a big open bag to put my stuff in. That's all I need to do. Now, why did I put those away? Why? Why did I put those away? Dookies, top stitch. Perfect, darling, perfect. So yesterday I made my daughter a Triskel wallet. And that's by Sonar. And I made her a tall wallet like almost 4 years ago. And it has been holding up, but it's starting to get worn. And she's like, Mommy, do you think you can make me a new wallet? It doesn't have to be anytime soon. But and I was like, okay, I got the news that I was going to have the surgery. And so I was like, let me go ahead and get it done now before I'm out for a while. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm going to take all this and put it to the side. There's good. All right. I don't remember what that's for. These are our side pieces. These are side pieces. Okay. Don't need those pieces. Okay, so I don't need the base just yet, but I do need my interface pieces with my with my exterior pieces. Okay, so take this one to the side. You guys don't need to see that. Okay, So the lining piece, just going to take that to the side. There is a taper. There is a very gradual taper. So you do have to be mindful of where it is. And so I'm going to put a clip at the top of mine so I remember where it is. Okay, just like that. And this is fusible, so I am going to fuse it on. My poor thing sounds like it's dying. These are the card slots for yesterday that I was using. But it need all of them. Okay, put my Teflon sheet on top. Just like that, so nothing gets sticky. Put that bad boy in there. See what happens. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. I love it when a plan comes together. Alright, so I'm going to put the other one on right now while I'm here. Okay. So you can always improvise if you don't have exactly what they're looking for. You just have to kind of say, okay, what is the feel that we're going for this bag? Is it soft and kind of like foamy maybe? So fleece is very common for a long time with bags because it gave it structure without it being like stiff. So because of that, that's why a lot of people would use it. Oh, come on. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. So let's put our straps on. Get my other measuring ruler. Oh, sorry, baby. Okay, let's do this side. Okay. Let's make sure those are even. Not quite. Okay, so now it is. And I'm going to take the other one, put it on top of each other. Okay. in half to make sure that they're both at the same spot. Yep, perfect. All right, so now we're going to get our strap connectors and start putting those together. So it's like, wait a minute. This is my top. I almost lost it because I was like, wait a minute. It looks like it's a square, but it's not a square. I promise you. I promise you, it is not a square. I'm gonna move it over to right on the other side of that because that's perfect. Okay. You're probably thinking to yourself, like, why do you have it like so much up here and not down there? Because the weight is going to be distributed up here. So that's where I would want to make sure that it's really reinforced. Okay. Ooh, this heat press is giving me hot flashes. Oh, before I do that, let me do the other side. Let me do the side pieces before I do all that. This one's pretty easy to tell which is top and bottom because it's a curve. Alright, I'm just taking I'm taking the creases out of it. Okay. And then when I'm done with this, I can be like done with the heat press because it's hot. I'm gonna need to take my sweatshirt off here in a second. Oh, right. Let me take this sweatshirt off because I am burning up. Burning up. Alright, so now I can turn off this heat press. Because it's just going to be like, what? Okay. Whew, that's hot. It gets hot right there. I'm not going to lie, it gets hot. Okay. And literally this is what I do. Go like this. I hold it right there. And I fold it in half. Thank you, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pre-surgery clear carbohydrate drink. It's not bad, but it's not good either. Ugh. Why'd they make us do that? Ugh. That's master. Okay. It's not bad, but then it's got an aftertaste. Ooh. Okay. Cleaning up my area. I'm a little cuckoo about that kind of stuff. All right. That's true. Okay. I'll pull my threads back. Went too far with one stitch, so pull it again. There we go. There's that one, and then let's do this one. Now we're rolling. All right, so there's that. And if I want this one to be the front, then I get to place this. I think that works. Yep. Nice and slow around the curve. This one you really don't want to run off because it's attaching it to the bag. Good. And just like that, you have a front pocket. Boom. Just like that. All right, let's do the next one. It kind of comes together faster when you together. I mean, they've been on for an hour and 15 minutes. I think I've gotten a lot done. Okay. So we do that. We take off our tape. And we're going to line it up. And before I do anything else, I'm going to grab the other one and put it on top. Make sure it's the same. Just a little too far to the left. There we go. Perfect. All right. Let me do this one first, and then I'll do the other side. All right. If anyone is saying anything, I can't see. Well, the chat's up, but I'm not really seeing anything. So sometimes you just have to refresh it. But no, I think we're good. I think you guys are just chilling tonight. Chilling, chilling. Oh, my baby back, baby back. Baby back ribs. Chilies. Yes, yes, I did that. I have no shame. I have no shame whatsoever. We went to the first time in a while to Chili's. It was fun. I had their nachos. They have these new nachos. They're pretty good. It's not like the chips and salsa chips, because the chips and salsa chips are very thin and they like break, and you just go to get some salsa. They're actually very hearty tortilla chips with the nachos. So it's very pleasantly surprised. Okay, that was just the tape. I was like, what did I knock over? The tape. Okay, so now I did that. I did that. And I'm going to do my sides. And then put my side, oops, sorry, connectors on. Should probably mark my centers. That would help. Okay, so I'm marking my centers because I'm sure that's going to help at some point. It always does. It always comes in handy. Okay. Boom, boom. Got my tape. Okay. So I've got my crossbody connector straps. Okay. Tape. Oh yeah, it fell on the floor. Okay. I got it. I got it. Look, Mom, no hands. I think I'm just going to do this one as just all together, just halfway. Yeah, that's fine. Put that in the trash. All right, let me get some more of my drink. Stuff sticking on me. Every which way it's sticking. Sticking, sticking, sticking. Okay. I dream of Jeannie. Okay. I'll drink some more of my pre-surgery drinks. Ugh. I think I have like 2 more gulps left. Ugh. You guys can't see my face. That one's done. For a second, I was like, oh, did I put it on the wrong way? I didn't. I did not. I did it just right. Where you going? Where you going? Why you gotta be a troublemaker? Okay, just making sure. Making sure we're on the same page here. Okay. Did that, did that, did that, did that. Burn, baby, burn. Okay. The side pieces are done. Okay. you are doing anything on the interior lining pieces, you would want to do that at this point. Right now I'm putting my base together. No trouble. I'm sticking it down, but then I'm also stitching it. I'm sticking and stitching it. I said words. Okay. Did all that. All right. There we go. All right. Do 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 do. I don't think the recipient of this bag is going to be all that picky. Meaning me. It's my bag. Okay. Gonna mark out my centers. I like to make sure that that's clipped there. And then cut through on both sides. Okay. Put these two together and then get my side pieces. Ugh. I finished drinking it before 10. That's nasty. I did the pocket piece. Okay, it's time me to put my straps on now. Just sew them in. Okay. So on my outside pieces, it's telling me to put on my straps. I'm guessing this just makes it easier. So I will oblige. Well, I guess I will make it easier just to kind of pull this back and sew it rather than having to fight the entire bag. Well, that makes sense. Why are you shredding? My thread is shredding. Sometimes that happens, like ripped nylon, you know, where it just keeps going up, 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 up. And you have to rethread it. Cut it way past the shredding point and then redo it. Okay. Oh, no, you don't. Oh. Oh, you're really shedding now. I think I might have to change my needle. If it shreds one more time, then I'm changing my needle, because that means it's the needle that probably has like a burr in it or something, and it's causing it to shred. Because usually thread doesn't shred like this, like just for no reason, you know. There's usually something that's going on. Okay. I wiped my needle off a little bit, and that seemed to help. Okay. Here we go. Well, that's cute. No, I did not just do that. I did. That's okay. I'll fix it later. I'll show you what I do to fix it. I'm going to make it like an accent. It's hilarious. Watch me not do it to this side. Okay. Alright, so here's what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on, after I do this, I'm going to get a piece of this fabric and just wrap it around it and make it look like a little accent. That's what I'm going to do. I'll be like, I meant to do that. I don't know what you're talking about. That's like, that's a design. That's totally design. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not a mistake. There are no mistakes. Oops. Yeah. It doesn't like going backwards and fix stuff. Oop. I see it. Okay. I'm gonna get my pliers. I'm gonna get a new needle. I don't need a 20. I'm 22. 18. That's what I need. I need an 18. Come back here. It's probably going to go through the stuff like butter now. Needle and all, you know. That's what makes things happen. That is stuck in my head. I don't know why. I haven't even watched I Dream of Jeannie lately. Let's see here. Ah! That's all the bobbin I had left. So I gotta wind a bobbin anyway. Funny, funny, funny. Funny, haha. Not hee hee. Alright, let's wind a bobbin. Let's get this bad boy going. Okay. I like to make that noise. Let's wind a bobbin. Let's wind a bobbin. I seriously doubt I'm going to use that much bobbin. But, just in case. Okay. Almost there. Okay. All right. Now let's get back to cooking. Oh, no, you don't. Seriously? You gonna act up? I'll hand crank. I don't care. Ain't no shame in my game. There. I hand cranked that bad boy because it did not want to work. It was trying to like bend on me and stuff like that. I'm like, no. No, 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 no. That's not what we're doing right now. Okay. Oh, no, you don't. This is giving me a pain. It's being a pain in my butt. Okay. All right. Handles are done. So the side ones are going to be crossbody, so I'm just going to use webbing. Okay. All right. So now if I wanted to do the little hooky things with the, oops, sorry babies. I didn't mean to squeak you. Gollies. I'm trying to cut this out. I thought these pieces were for something else. So I was like, I'm not going to do that. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I do need to do that. No. I didn't cut them wide enough. Alright. Okay.
You need to change your bedding.
Okay. Okay, baby. Okay. Do. Yeah. Okay. I was like, that wasn't gonna work. The other one was too skinny. Okay. So this is a lot like making straps. Fold in half and fold in half again. Okay, and I'll fold it in half one more time. One more time. Okay. Okay. Then the next one. And this is what pretty much helps keep it closed. Because there is also a swivel hook, but I'm not sure if I want to do a swivel hook. I do like a couple magnets or something. Hey, baby. You ready to bed?
Did you already tell them about the...
Yeah, but I already told you about the surgery. I think pretty much most of them already know because I had posted it earlier on my Patreon page.
You already told the class member?
On Royal Caribbean, yeah.
So we could go on a bigger cruise, technically?
I don't know about that, but
Does it give you less money?
no. No, does not mean you pay less money.
What is it used for?
Well, once you get like platinum, then you get extra perks.
So when are you gonna get platinum?
I think it says have 6 more cruises until I get platinum.
Do we need 4 more cruises?
I think that's gonna be a while.
I mean, like a while, but I mean, like we need 4 more cruises.
I'm just saying it's probably gonna be a while for us to go on more cruises.
But did you say like we were beginning on one in like October next year,
Possibly October of next year, yes.
or January or something?
That's the goal. Okay, so that's for the light.
Where's Luna?
She's in her bed.
I don't see her bed.
Right there. Do you see her now?
I think she's sleeping.
Yeah, I think she's sleeping too.
She's been quiet.
Yeah.
She's
She
not
has.
coming up to see me.
No, she hasn't.
There's 6 people and 11 mics.
Yes, there's 6 people.
And 11 mics.
What?
And I'm pretty sure actually there was 11 people at one point.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
If you were kind of like 30 people watching.
Back before I stopped doing it as often. Yeah.
I didn't give you hugs and kisses.
Oh.
Because you didn't.
Well, come here.
Someone's welcome. It's blah 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 blah.
What? Nobody's saying anything.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure I just saw it.
Love you.
But it doesn't show up immediately.
Huh.
Because I see it right here.
Well, let me
Well,
see.
it said top fans. Sorry, I accidentally.
Oh my goodness. Heidi. Oh my goodness. I didn't even see all this. Don't forget to hit that like button. Patty. Hi, Nova. Oh my goodness. Hi, guys. I didn't even see any of these comments coming in. That's so crazy.
Just welcome right there. See?
Hi, Dwight. Yes.
Hi.
No shame in your baby back ribs.
What
Good
did
night.
you say?
She was talking about the baby back ribs because I started singing baby back ribs.
Oh. Then you should name a bag after it.
I was just saying
Goodbye.
that. All right, bye, baby.
Bye.
See you later. Okay, so this is the top. I think I'm just going to do a mesh pocket for one side. Okay, so again, I'm going to mark my tops so I don't forget. Guys, I wasn't even seeing the comments. I feel so bad. It wasn't even showing up on my side. It was like, it just like stopped showing things. So I thought everybody was just kind of being, you know, kind of quiet or whatever. I'm sorry. Now I feel bad. 'Cause I miss Shinova. Okay, so we did that. We do the sides because I don't know if I'm gonna actually have it be wide enough to go across, and I don't want to stretch it too much because the lining isn't so thick, and I don't want to be like, you know. Wait a minute. it's Chili's baby back ribs or is that Applebee's? I can't remember. In my mind's like, wait a minute, was that Applebee's? So my surgery's not scheduled. I'm not scheduled to be at the hospital till 1:30. So it's going to be a bit of a long day, but I've got plenty of things to do. I have obviously I'm moving houses again. So I'm still in Wilmington, not leaving Wilmington. But I've been waiting almost 2 months to get a surgery date. And finally they called me on Monday and said, we have a surgery date for you. I was like, okay, great. What is it? Thursday. Great. It's like, I'll be there. So I had to do all our pre-op stuff yesterday. All my blood work and pre-op stuff and everything. All that yesterday. And then today I spent the day like kind of getting my personal things together from my bedroom so my husband doesn't have to worry about that when it comes to moving. And then cleaning bathrooms, you know, that kind of stuff. I mean, I guess I could have. That's just going to give it a little bit more reinforcement. That's all I say. That way the mesh doesn't come up from the sides. Okay, let me do it this way. Yeah, so I have, I did a lot of housework today. Tomorrow I've got to take my important things to my mother-in-law's house. Like my fans and stuff like that. Things that I can be kind of comfortable with while I recover. So I'm going to be at her house recovering. It'll just make it easier on my husband since he has to, I think I'm going to divide that pocket. Since he has to, you know, help with the, you know, he's going to have to be doing stuff with the kids for the next 2 weeks. So it'll just help. Okay. All right, let's divide that pocket. Alrighty. All right, let's mark our centers. I didn't want any zipper compartments on this because I want to be able to just kind of see what I have in there, especially for my husband helping me with like finding things in my bag or whatever. The less hidden compartments there are, the better. So it needs to be like visually seen. Needs to be visually seen, because if not, I don't know. Okay, so that's the top, that's the top, that's the bottom. Let me mark my sides. I think I kind of already did on this, but Just in case. Let me do the bottom. The bottom is really what matters. Okay, let's start putting this bad boy together. I don't know. Do I want a swivel clasp? I don't think so. No. I'm going to do magnetic snaps. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put the base on and then top stitch. Oh, I forgot I didn't mark these. That would be helpful. Okay. Joining stitch length. I'm exiting out of it and going back in so that I can see the comments. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I'm not seeing comments. Let me do the top stitching all together. And again, I need to find my centers. Okay, just a tiny bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay. Ooh, I got scissors flying at me. Okay. Let's do a top stitch. Yep, that's what I thought. Just wanted to double check that my top stitch was as I assumed it was, which it is. It's going towards the base. Got that base. No trouble. My chocolate's running away. Run away, chalk. Okie dokie. Trimming my tails. All right. That looks good. All right, so now we're going to do our side pieces. All right, so when you're clipping this, you're wanting to clip there at the center mark and then bring this up to match up here. And then you just clip it on the way down. You don't need as many clips when it comes to the straighter bit, but down here where it starts to curve, you're gonna need more. Okay. No. Okay, thank God. At least this time it didn't land in the trash. The last time I did that, it landed in the trash. And I was like, no. Yeah, that wasn't any fun. I'm just going to keep clipping this all the way up and around. Okay. Alright, so now we're just going to zoom it like that. Just like that. Those are technical terms. Just double check my seam allowance. Yep. That's what I thought it was. Okay. Actually, because this side is the baggy bottom, as I would call it, I'm actually going to start it this way because it helps ease the bottom into the top. This way. And what I mean by that is, like, there's going to be a part of the bag sometimes that has a little bit more fabric to it. And when that happens, I like to put that on the flat part of the bag so that the teeth can help ease it into where it needs to be. You learn a lot of that, like in garment making. Especially with princess seams. Oh, look at those princess seams. They're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But they are so, such a pain in the butt. Another crazy part is that a lot of times people would be like, oh, I want to make this dress or this thing or whatever, and it had a princess seam. And I'm like, have you ever sewn before? And they're like, no. Or I'm like, have you ever made clothes before? No. Like, I don't want to be the one to tell you this, but that's probably not a good idea. Okay. It's looking good. Do the other one. Yes, my love. I know. She's like, I'm getting tired. And I wanted this bag to be kind of lightweight, not so heavy. Not so heavy. I'm sorry, Luna. Am I keeping you awake, baby? She's like over here huffing at me. It's getting late, though. I may have to finish this tomorrow, not on a live. Okay, so see right here, if we kind of like help and then push it up like this, it turns into a more of a curved object. So it makes it easier to ease that curvy fabric in. I'm trying to show you guys and I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. All right. Let's clip this bad boy. All right, let's sew it up. Tiny pucker there, but that's okay. Ain't nobody paying attention that closely to this thing. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh no. No, 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 no. That's more than a pucker. I'm going to show you guys. So, right here, that's more than a pucker. That's like folding in on itself. That's not good. I don't like that. So you can unpick a little bit. Alright. So when that happens, I like to unpick like a good amount. So that way I can make sure it still eases in where it needs to. And I don't mind having a pucker in the exterior, just not on the base where the vinyl is. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much better. Alright, so I'm going to get my picking shears and I'm going to cut away the excess, especially around the bottom. Actually, no. Let me think here. Okay. Okay. And I'm just making sure I only have the side. And well, that didn't stay in there, did it? It's okay. Okay. Let's do this other side. Yeah, see, the other ones got caught in the side seams, but it's alright. Okay. Alright, so now we're just going to do the lining the exact same way. And then put it together. Okay. We've got a bottom. We've got sides. Okay, and since we are not leaving an opening in a zipper pocket, I am going to leave an opening at the top. And I'll explain my rationale behind that. At the top, I'm going to have the top stitch. And 2, if I can kind of get in here and do a little bit of like under stitching to make sure that my lining fits nice and snug. Then it's better that I do that with an opening at the top. Almost kind of like a drop-in lining. Okay, so pretty sides touching. That's this way. Oh, I didn't mark that, did I? That's interesting. Boop. Okay. Now with fabric, I like to use pins. But I am not pinning all the way around. I like to pin one side, I like to do my anchoring points, which is the center and then top of each piece. Okay. And then go at it. All right. Now what I'm doing is I am making sure it's lined up, stitching, line up, stitch, line up, stitch. That's all I'm doing is just taking it and pinching it and making it go. I haven't done this for so long with like bras and and dresses and stuff like that that I could just make it happen. Like, okay. That's awesome. Okay. Pretty sides. Pretty sides. Gotta find my center. If you are new to doing it this way, I'll show you how I do it. So it's not as intimidating. So I start at the center point. And what I'm doing to do the easing on this is I'm pulling the bottom one and just not pulling the top one. It helps ease it in. All I'm doing is just lining it up. All I'm doing is just lining it up, but I'm not pulling on the top one. See that? So it kind of helped ease in all of that into this. And I'm going to do the same process, but turning it around. Starting from my center out. And that's how I do that. So just slowly. But this time I'm pulling from the top instead of the bottom. Because the top is where I'm needing to ease in. Okay. Once I pretty much get close to the straightaway, I pinch the two top pieces together and go. Okay, and it's done. I can't do that as well with the exterior because the exterior doesn't have as much give as this cotton poly does. So yeah. All right, so turn this right side out. If you want to, you can kind of put these together so they don't get out of your way. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I didn't clip this the right way. Durr. I was like, wait a minute. That's not right. Okay, so now we're going to take this. Oh, no, I can't really have it clipped together because that won't work. All right, and put it on the inside of this. Okay. All right, center with center. You got to make sure that this little thing goes inside and it stays inside. It doesn't come out to play. It is not coming out to play. Like, no. Okay. Mark your centers. Centers, your side seams. Let me see here. Go that way. Okay. Make sure that little tabby tab thing goes back inside. You do not want it coming out to play. It needs to go on the inside. I know everybody's like, oh, but that doesn't feel right because it's something wrong in it. How's it going to come out? Believe me, it'll come out. Don't worry about it. But trust the magic. Awesome. Okay. Since this is the side that I want to be my front, I want to put my back piece over here so I want to leave my opening. Okay. So go around. going around, lining it up, and keep going around. Line it up and go around. The good thing is if I did want to add a twist lock, it's actually done literally at the very end. So I do have a twist lock. I just don't know if I have one that'll match color-wise. But it's for me, so it's not like it has to match like everything. There we go. All right, now let's turn it right side out. So here, if you wanted to kind of crease this a little bit, just to kind of get an idea of where it's gonna be like, you can do that and kind of give it a little bit of a memory. Okay. Turn it right side out. Okay. There we go. All right. It's looking pretty. Looking pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. That's going to go on the inside. And the way this bag is put together is that the lining sits in lower than the exterior, and that's done on purpose. Not by too much, but just enough. Okay. So what I want to do, because I don't want my like pieces that come like, I don't know how to explain it. I'll show you. I'm going to grab both of my lining pieces at the bottom of my bag and pull it out. Like this. And I want to tack as long as I can. Okay. This piece. Okay. So the center of, center of this piece to center of this piece. Like so. And we're not doing much, we're just doing enough just for it to kind of like tack into the seam. We're not sewing it past where we've already sewn. It's more of just getting it to just tack together so when the lining is in the bag, it doesn't get out of place. It's just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not too much. It's almost like a little U shape right there. I'm not sure if you guys can see. All right, I'll try to have it for you guys to see. So if you look inside the bag, you see how it looks so much closer? Right here. It looks like it's all together as one piece. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And the secret is I'm holding the parts that I would be sewing together. I'm holding those two pieces together and pulling them out at the same time. So I don't twist or get anything kind of like mixed up, if that makes sense. Okay, so there's that one. I gotta start with this side. You always want to start with the exterior side up because that's the one that has the least seam allowance, unless you just didn't trim up much of it. But I did. And I'm just sewing the seam allowances together. That's it. Seam allowances sewing together. And it makes it look like a huge difference. Huge, 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 huge. Huge difference in how it sits inside the bag. Oh yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. All right, so now I get to push this down. Press it with my fingers. This would be when be great if you had like an iron. But what I'm going to do is put a little bit of double-sided tape there. Right in here where this would go. So when I peel and tuck it, it goes where it needs to go. There we go. There we go. All right. So I'm going to do that all the way around. You can kind of clip if you want to. It doesn't necessarily have to have it be clipped, but it does help. Especially with this thing. I really want him to go back in. So I am going to put a swivel clasp on, but I need to, one, find it really fast. Swivel clasp. Ew, I have an old one. I do have a gold one. I have a gold one. Oh, dang. Broke one of my things. Okay. So what I'm going to do is put the Decoville in that area. But I'm going to get a bigger piece so that way if I don't get it exactly, it'll be somewhere around there. It'll be somewhere around there. There we go. So we'll unpeel that. Take this. And put it right there. Oh, it needs to be more over. Okay. See, it's a good thing I'm there we go. It's a big enough piece that if for some crazy reason it doesn't oh goodness, why are you moving on me? Maybe because you moved me? Oh, that makes sense. This is when I need one of those little irons. I don't think this is going to be very safe. I mean, it's doing it. But okay. All right. It did it. All the way over here. I put it over here and moved over there. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's see if I can. Ba-dum-ba-bum-ba-bum. Okay. I used to have a bunch of those little irons. But there we go. Once I was at the studio anymore, most of them were kind of like broken and damaged and all that lovely stuff. So I didn't purchase new ones because I wasn't doing it anymore. Okay. Okay, so I've made my markings, and since this one is a prong one, I do need to get in this way because it is a prong one. Some of them have it that both sides are sorry, I can't talk at the same time. Okay, yeah, outside ones. That both ends could be screwed in, but this one is a prong combination. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in there, and then I want to get a little extra umph in there. Little extra thickness. Never hurt nobody. And then I like to push it in on itself. Okay, and get a piece of double-sided tape. Put that over that. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then this one here is going to be the full-blown hole. I was like, why isn't this doing that? Okay, so that part there, this part here gets a hole done to it, so this needs to be very secure of where it's going. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my top stitching now to make sure that it's not moving and everything's staying where it needs to stay before I poke a hole in it. And then it's like, because we don't want that. Oh my goodness, it's 11 o'clock at night. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I appreciate it. no, do you not run out of bobbin? Oh, you biscuity. I have a... You can't see what I'm doing, Dad? You mean like a different view? Oh, okay. Let me try to get my hand out of the way. Is that better? Sorry. I forget sometimes. Okay. All right. So there it is. Okay. Now, because my thing is right here, I'm gonna make sure this is even. And this is even, so I'm evening up by both of my front side pieces, so that when I go to put this on here, I'm putting chalk on the part right there that would go with this, and I'm just pushing. Pushing, pushing, pushing. Perfect. It's pretty close to where I was before. Right there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is we are going to take the screws off of this. Where's my screwdriver? Ooh, somebody moved my screwdriver. Wasn't me. Somebody moved my screwdriver. Might have been me. I don't know. Okay. So I'm unscrewing this now. So I can see how deep I have to do my hole. Okay. I put that tiny little screw back. I'm trying to see if I see it over here. Sometimes I move it. And nobody took nothing. But I moved it. Told you. Sometimes I just put it somewhere else. Okay, good, because that was gonna kill my hands having to do that the whole time. Okay. I put my screws on my magnet. So I like to take this apart. Okay. This is the part that's going to go on the inside of the bag. Like so. And this, the pretty side, is going to go on the outside. So, because I'm not using crazy thick fabric, this is going to make this so much easier. Okay. So I've made my circle. Now what you're going to need is some really sharp scissors. Hold on. I want to make sure I can also put the little holes for the screws. You also need that. you're going to need some really sharp scissors. And what I like to do is take it and fold it in half. Kind of start it in the middle. And then cut. I'm trying to do it like this so you guys can see. Okay. And the good thing with this not being super thick fabric, I can kind of maneuver and make sure that anything that's like right there, some of that exterior is still kind of coming through a little bit. Okay, still need some more around this side. If you had one of those little punch template things, that would work really nice. Okay, that looks pretty good. If you have Fabric Fusion, what's it called? I had it up here. Disappeared. Usually it doesn't actually disappear, I just move things. Fray check. Ah, that's what it's called. Fray check. If you have some fray check, you can use some of that, especially since I'm using a canvas. And my lining is a broadcloth. So it's a poly cotton mix. All right. Yay, that's good. You're welcome. Okay, so now I'm going to do is I'm going to poke a hole where my screws are going to go, just to kind of give it a little bit less resistance to go through. Okay, so I've done that. Now just a little bit of fray check goes a long way. So we're going to go like that. Ooh. Ooh. My tip fell off. That's interesting. Okay. Gonna just absorb the excess. There we go. All right. So, yeah, just want to make sure I don't have anything there. Okay, so now this one's going to go from the front through. And this is when you're going to know whether the hole's big enough or not, because you have to have everything fit inside, and it's not. Okay. I used to have all the little die things. I think they're storage now. I think I have them in storage. All right, so I'm going to push this through here. Yep. Okay. I'm taking little by little at a time. I don't want to overdo it and then be like, no, I took too much. Okay, looking good now. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna hold it right there. Yep, stay right there. Grab one of my screws. Yep, just one. Okay, and let's put it in. Okay, one more to go. Oh my, come on. Okay, come on. Gotta make sure I'm over the hole. Oh, come on. This thing is so annoying me. Okay. All right, let's see if I can get this to line up now. Okay, there you go. Hi, Linda. First time watching. Welcome. I'm kind of on late. Uh-huh. I got you. I got you that time. Yeah, I did. Okay. Phew. All right, so I'm just going to take a little bit just to get the little fuzzies out from inside there. There we go. Boom. 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 And this bag is done. Linda, you came just at the end. All right, so here is the bag. All right. Looks really good. It's a good size bag. It has this little clamp, right? And then also has the little two things on the inside. So it doesn't like sprawl open. And voila. So I'm guessing that this could be shorter, like the little strappy thingies on the inside could be shorter. So it gives it more of a look like this. Because that's the kind of look it had on the picture. It's like that. So you guys can see. Kind of like that. It had a little bit of a hooker right there. Yep, I'm heading to bed too, Chatty. I've got a long day tomorrow, so we are both going to bed. So is Luna. She's wanting to go to bed. All right. But there we go. So this is the Frankie Travel Tote by Swoon Patterns. I did this part just a little bit different. But everything else is the same except for the strap connectors. Yeah. But super cute. Nice hospital bag. I'll carry everything I need. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching. And I really appreciate it, guys. I'll be on in a few weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks from now, depending on how my recovery goes. All right. Good night.